welcome back to my channel. It's Sade Corday. I missed you guys. It's so good to see you all again. Merry Christmas to everyone who celebrated Christmas. It's just such a happy time of the year. New Year's is also around the corner, so I'm excited for that as well. I'm still praying about, where God wants me to take this channel for 2025. 2024 honestly has been my best year since I've started this channel. It's just been a year that I've seen a lot of, I've just seen a lot of fruit from seeds I've been planting, It was real churchy. I've gotten the most feedback in 2024 about how people feel about my content. And honestly, it's been so encouraging to me and it's been so great. And it's just been like, it's just made me feel like, this channel is doing what it needs to be doing. Even just the representation that I am exhibiting just by existing. So on that note, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who has liked my videos, watched my videos, subscribed. Please subscribe. I'm really grateful. So yeah, that's all. I want to start crying. Don't think about me. I'm gonna cry. So let's try to. This will be the last video of the year. I know, the last video of the year. I'm not gonna lie. I was just trying to show y'all my nails. See my Christmas tree? It's so cute. I just want to give some support, or actually a resource that I think is going to be helpful to all of us. Anyone who has this disease or knows someone who has this disease. I wanted to touch on the resource that I actually have been using on and off for about a couple years now. I am in a Facebook group for Chronic Venous Insufficiency. Most people are familiar with Facebook groups, but if you're not familiar, it is a group on Facebook. Sometimes it's private, sometimes it's open, and it's basically when people, for lack of a better word, subscribe to a page on Facebook, and you're able to see content and comments for people who are all subscribed to that same page. But today I'm just going to talk about the group that I'm a part of and just share my thoughts, pros and cons about being in that Facebook group. So if you go on Facebook and you search Chronic Venous Insufficiency Support Group, this Facebook group will come up. It's a huge group. It has 8.1 thousand members. It is a private group, so you will have to basically request to join, and then I think it takes like a couple days to ask you a few questions. They give you their guidelines, and then they accept you within a period of time. I will not share what the contents of what's in the group because it is a private group, and obviously it's private for a reason, but I will share the pros and cons that I have about being a member of the group. One of the many things that you can do, which is really great, and I've actually taken advantage of by being a member of this group, is asking questions. People ask questions about, a blood clot they have, like where it's located, what should they do about it, what did other people's doctors say. People ask questions about different surgery options and different procedures that they got done, like if someone wants to get a procedure, or if they've gotten a procedure, the results from their procedure, everything around it. So like you really get a lot of information about what was done and what experiences people have had with surgeries. So do you want the good news or the bad news first? Which one you want? Just kidding. I'm not going to say any bad news, but I will say pros and cons. So starting with the pros, I learned a lot about CVI, not just based on people's questions, but because I learned that a lot of people have other diseases that are kind of paired with CVI. And when I say paired with, I just mean like they're experiencing them at the same time. I have to say that really opened my eyes to just like how much tougher this condition can be. I think another really huge pro is getting to know what worked for people. Now, I know everything does not work for everybody the same way, but it is nice to know what works for people. And I think when we're trying to decide with ourselves what steps to take, it's good to know, even from someone else who might have it worse or better than you, what worked for them. I also found a lot of information about compression socks. When I was first on the compression sock journey, trying to figure out where I should get them from, I did go on there and see different brands that people were using, and that is where I kind of started to figure out what works. You'll also hear people talk about their medications. For example, a lot of people are on blood thinners. So they also discuss just like lifestyle around taking that, like if they get injured and they're on blood thinners and things of that nature. So if that's something that you take or you would like to take, or you're just curious about, that's another thing that you can learn in there, because I see a lot of discussion around that as well. This group is supportive. It's supportive. And people feel seen. And I think that is the biggest thing about community, is that you get to feel seen. And I know that is important to me for this channel. I want people to feel seen through my videos. but that Facebook support group also is another place where you will definitely feel that. So for the cons of this particular Facebook support group, I don't have a lot. I don't have many. There's way more pros than cons, but I do also think it's important to point this out. For me personally, it was a little bit overwhelming. The setup of the Facebook group is just like pictures, comments, and it's just like people just talking about a whole bunch of different things, and it's kind of all over the place, and it's a lot, and it's a lot of sad information sometimes. You'll see a lot of discussion and there's no solution for people, or you'll see one comment or one post about one topic and the comments just start talking about all types of different things. And to me, it was just kind of a little bit unorganized. Obviously, you can't control how people comment and what people talk about. The conversations can get really good, but to me, I was a bit overwhelmed. The other con I feel is it was a bit scary. And scary for me because some of the pictures that are posted are pretty graphic. Some of the things that people are going through, it's really sad. And it's like, because you also have the condition, you also want to be careful not to allow it to discourage you, instead of just getting information from it. For me, I had moments where I was a bit discouraged. And sometimes, it's just a lot of people just frustrated on there. So you will see that. You will definitely see support, but there are people who are also frustrated, and rightfully so. And they are in the right place for that. But just one of the cons is like reading people's frustrations about a disease that you also have. Like, so it's not always easy to read some of those things. But I will say overall, the group is supportive and the information is great. If you're thinking about joining a support group, I highly recommend it. No matter where you're watching from and what day of the week it is, I hope you have a great day and Happy New Year. Bye.